Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Um, Welcome back to another Satisfactory stream. Today we're gonna be dealing with a few Tier 9 things. But before I go too much into that, there's one thing I need to fix here. As usual, I'm trying to do most of the things on camera, but in between streams I do take a quick peek around the base, make a plan for the next stream. And for this one I have realized just a couple of things that are not necessarily going 100% according to plan on this build. Although the build planning and execution was actually quite spot on. First, 180 per minute is barely enough to cut it. Technically enough. I'm still doing fairly well with electricity. Technically enough, but yeah, not 100%. So I need a bit more oil there. I will be coming back. I'm actually gonna leave that that one here. I'll be coming back here in just a second. Or maybe a bit more than just a second. There are two main builds that I want to do today. Maybe even three if I move at a decent pace. We'll see if that's actually gonna be the case. But yeah, regardless, there are two builds that I have, well, technically already done, but we're gonna do them at scale. So as you can see here, there's still a bit of a bottleneck. There's not enough raw resource input. We are gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that very soon. I might do a stream dedicated exclusively on experimenting with beautifying the design. I did have a note here. I want to see this working at 100%, and in order to do that I actually need to send the percentage here correct, not just maxing it out. That is the correct percentage. And that was it. Those were the only couple of things I needed to sort out with this build. Everything else is working now. And let's jump quickly into the planner. Let me bring that on screen for everybody to see and make it somewhat big. This is gonna be what I'm gonna be building over the next couple of streams. I think it is gonna be next couple of streams. I don't think it's gonna be just now. But basically what I'm looking at is, first of all, this build. This is actually a very good resource condensation, and it's a prime candidate for drones. Similarly, this one takes in almost a full pure node of... I will be doing this at a full pure node of iron ore. We'll see how much SAM it needs. And we're condensing this down to just 88.3 resources. I'm gonna do the sync for trigons as well on that site. I'm actually thinking whether or not I should drone the trigons directly. Let's have a very quick... So trigons are used in quite a few things, but the ingots, they can be built in different ways. The most efficient one some-wise would be this one, but this actually requires aluminum ingots. Maybe it wouldn't be the end of the world, but at the same time I'm not using some ore. I have a few very well placed nodes. There's no other need for this. There's no other need other than building trigons. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna make trigons available even though the ratio is 1 to 3. Actually, no, that makes no sense. There's no reason for me to move trigons. It's a very simple build. It's made in constructors. I can put down a blueprint and it's basically gonna convert everything on spot. We're gonna be doing this part and we're gonna be doing this part. That's the first part for today. The second one, if I actually get enough time, is going to be the neural... I realized I've turned this off. Sorry about that. So, as I was saying, we're gonna be doing the ingots. We're going to be doing the time crystals. As far as I can tell, it's the only use for diamonds. Well, that and... oh. Okay, I see. I see what I'm doing. They are technically used in dark matter crystals, but dark matter crystals can also be done using that recipe. So yes, technically we can do this, but we can also use this recipe, which is just a bit more efficient. As usual, I'll let a small thumbnail over here. Make sure that it's somewhat centered and visible for everybody to see, everybody that's joining midstream, see what we're actually building. I do not have that recipe yet, so let's do a couple of admin stuff before doing anything else. Blueprint Mark
Milestone
3.
reached. This is not a competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355, had already completed project assembly by this point. Fixit was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I. Regardless, you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts. Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority. Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to manage the less advanced. Like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
Okay, really? It needs power and I don't have power here. Okay, we'll purchase things in a later episode. I wanted to finish that milestone. I gathered a few of the things I need here to get this to work. Yes, this is the other thing I wanted to check out. So I have a few new recipes. We need to scan a few hard drives and I want to actually extract a few recipes. I will be doing, I think this is the most straightforward recipe I have. And I don't see any reason to use the other one, at least for now. I will have to find this recipe for time crystals, but I'm assuming that's an old recipe. We'll figure that one out as we build through. For now, let's have a quick look over here. So we have a lot of SAM nodes here. Most importantly, this one is a pure one. And we also have two impure nodes. There's also this one, which is a normal purity. And either these three or these two will give me enough. Will give me enough SAM for this build. We'll have to see which one I'm actually gonna use. And also this is gonna be one full iron ore node. For iron ore, there should be this one over here. That's a pure node. This is another pure node. So I actually have a couple of options in how to build this. Well, there's iron ore everywhere in this game, so using iron ore as much as possible makes perfect sense to me. The train station is here. It's running. Here like this. So this and this I think will be the three. Another pure iron. But yeah, I think that these three will be the main ones I'm gonna use. Okay, I've for a second there lost my lost my satisfactory window. Let's see. I actually need to figure out where. Okay, I see the pure node. I should have a power line here somewhere. Yes, I do. So, where do I want to build? That's limestone. So that's one of the pure nodes. I think I want to build fairly close to the train line. Okay, I think I'm gonna build over there. First and foremost, I need to it was somewhere over there if I'm not mistaken. I am running just a bit low on power slugs, so Was it further up here? Let me just get some power poles. No, you may not stand up. Okay, let's collect the slugs. While here, I'm not gonna be needing them for that much longer, but until we have those slugs automated. Okay, so this is all the way down here. That's one. This is the other. And this is the pure. Yes, yeah, that's the pure node. That's actually very close to the other base. But we have a plan. We're gonna execute on the plan. This is more than 4 wide. This is more than 4 wide, which might be a bit tricky. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get all my belts dragged nicely throughout this space. I'm gonna reuse this to get that line going that way and then drag something that the other side. What I need to do now is actually figure out the height here, and I really wish there would be a better way than just eyeballing it. This is way over. Maybe over here. Let's see how this thing plays out. There's an area where I'm gonna run out of power, so for this one I don't need any sort of water or anything like that. I will do the processing. I don't see any reason not to do the processing on site. Okay, sorry about that. I had to also have a phone call while doing this. Should be all good now though, hopefully. Let's build that, and I don't think I'm gonna use anything too fancy with this build. Let's change materials. I'm just gonna build on over this area. So just do okay, that's not great. That is not great. I'm running out of power shards. Yeah, not a lot of slugs left, unfortunately. So it's basically gonna be just in time. For what we're trying to do here. But anyway, this is 1.2 per K per minute. And let's see, if I have 1.2K, I need 10 constructors. 10 constructors, and that's gonna give me 300. I'm still gonna use the fancy belts, but I just wanted to get the number of constructors I need. These are placed in a very bad place. For so many reasons. I think I want that power line over there. That's the wrong type of power line though. Let's get everything converted, because why not? Can remove that power pole now and get that one working. These are all my power shards. I have to be somewhat careful about that. It is what it is. Surely I will be okay with that. Since I'm doing things and stuff and I have access to power, I want to actually take this opportunity to buy a few things. A few things I'll probably use. at one point or the other, hopefully. So let's buy all now, so I can get the roofs as well. Really? It says none of it. That was a bit annoying. Those are all my other coupons. I'm actually curious to see if I can buy everything out. Management, I think I have most of them at least. Those are cheap. Let's get everything under management. That's done, that's done. There's a few things here that I don't necessarily need. Foundations, I don't use foundations that much. I think I've purchased most things that I'm gonna require.
Official Fix-It coffee cup unlocked. Do not purchase unauthorized Fix-It coffee cups. They have been known to explode and attract wasps. Unauthorized Fix-It coffee cups lower your attractiveness to your preferred gender and/or your sense of well-being if you have no gender attraction or preference. Official Fix-It products can be licensed for your use from official Awesome Shop installations only. Come to the best shop on the planet for the best deals on all official Fix-It supplies, guaranteed.
Just wanted to clear my inventory a bit, and let's see if I can finish turbo motors and radio control units. Now I can finish the RCUs though. It's quite nice. Not many of these left. I'm missing lots of sound fluctuators, but that's a problem for another day. I don't know, I think I like that a bit better. So that's gonna work. Well, let's try this lookout. We'll see how it goes. What do I want to build here? I need constructors. With right inputs on both sides, and how does this go? This goes over here. Big question was how many constructors are there? I have 8 constructors, and how many did I need? I think I said 10 in total. This is arrow pointing towards me. I need to expand the base a bit. Well, actually, I did say I need 10. So it's up to here. No point in building unnecessary stuff, right? I need to be careful not to cut the power nodes. That's what I was checking out on. Okay. Okay. I want to make sure just once more that it's actually 10 that I need. And you know what? I think I'm in a decent enough place to afford to build everything from now on with these things. Is that out of alignment? Yes, it is. Kind of hard to tell where this is meant. Kind of hard to tell where that's meant to go, but I think that that's the correct place. Oh right, there's another level here. That's why. Apparently didn't take the copy command. Much better. So I have all the power shards I will be able to get my hands on for the next while. How do I want to do this? Let's do this nicely, shall we? So is this the nicest way possible? I don't know. But I think it's gonna be good enough. At least for my taste. There's gonna be a merge there. But before I do the merge, let's do the outs. Is that auto-connecting? That would be cool. if I do a merger now, it should be able to snap. And there we go, that's the bulk of the first build. Whoops. I need to go fix one of my blueprints apparently. Is that under architecture? I don't think it's architecture, I think it's organization. Walls? It's walls. This one. Let's finish the other side because, well, why not? I believe there was meant to be some additional space over here, but ain't nobody got time for that. Really? Right, because it's the wrong one. I was meant to be using this one. I just want to spend just a bit of time to make something look a bit prettier than my usual builds, which well, let's just say they don't set the standard, yeah, when it comes to beauty. This time I said I will do something just a bit more factory-like. Is that touching the floor? Not really. Let's not go overboard though. Okay, this is gonna be good enough. the center line. Although, now that I think about it, I do need to get this power connection extended. Because I do want to be able to fly all the way through. Really wish there would be an easier way to do this, but it is what it is. Oh, I thought I was meant to follow that path. I got really disoriented there for some reason. What am I building? I'm building belt mark 6, that's correct. Do I need bell mark 6? Definitely not. This could be a tier... even a tier 4 belt, I believe. It's 300. Yeah, definitely a tier 3 belt would be just enough. Let me check something before I do that. This is gonna be an out, and okay, I think that's good. Do I still need... let's finish this part before I decide to delete everything. Products are going through, and again, builder is probably gonna be somewhere down there, I'm thinking. Let's have a look. The other SAM deposit is this one, and the iron ore is this one. Well, this is bloody annoying. I have whatever. So I was saying that I'm thinking to build either over here over the swamp, dead? I think it's dead. actually wondering if I should build maybe straight on that platform. I'm gonna be using drones. You know what? Let's go just a bit further this way. I don't have any obstacles. I think this is a good place to build. A little bit of clearance, so this is gonna be 2 tiles of glass, 1 tile of that one. Can I go down from here for the basement? Yeah, definitely. There's definitely enough space here, nothing to worry about. Let's do it like this. Let's build one foundation piece. Clear that out and then do the same type of build. Just make sure to align everything properly. Really? I don't get it. Why doesn't it allow me to nudge 8 times? Okay, that's gonna be the bottom part of the build, and let's take a quick look at what I actually need to build here. That's already built. I need to process. Oh, okay. Interesting. I forgot I need water. Out of curiosity, iron ore, I have 1, 2, 0, 0, 0. How much? 34 of these to be able to process the full node. 32. Let's build 34. I'll overproduce just a bit, shouldn't be that big of a deal. I need 2 pipes of water at 400. Technically 350 would be a bit over. I'll go 360, maybe 480, we'll see. And then I'll need just 8 of these, but very importantly I said 34 refineries. That's 17 foundations. Am I gonna run into that one? I hope not. That's 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Which kind of leads me to the iron node and the SAM node. I think the SAM node is maybe below there. The first thing I actually want to do here is get power going. And I'll get power going through my refineries. Surely some of these lakes will allow me to place water pumps. Worst case scenario, I'll just drag water from there, or maybe from there. Probably better from there. Gravity will help a bit. I still didn't solve my concrete problem. I have a very concrete problem. Which I will need to sort out. Oops. Let's see how power gets connected here. So, first of all, that one goes there, and I guess that one goes there. Which gives me power. I have one input line that will go to the upper floor. Oh man, that was just 10 of those. That's not great. That's the downside of... And one of the reasons why I've avoided using big blueprints. So it should be very close to the SAM. Oh no, the SAM deposit is at the top of or under that mountain. Really? I think he's dead now. iron deposit. Oh, there we go. That's the iron. Now, unfortunately, I'll have to run the belt all the way to the other side. Yeah, I cannot. It would be way too complicated to revert. Well, it is what it is. I'll just use a bit more belt. Let's make sure I don't lose power connection. This whole thing will be rebuilt, don't worry about it. I think I built that one over here. Let's see if I was right. This is perfect. And oh, I'm in a gas cloud. Where? Oh. Right below me. There we go. I want to get rid of the 3 miners I have in my inventory. But at the same time, I want to build it nicely, so let's build this again. And was it foundation? No, it was architecture. It was the frame floor. That one first. If I do this, it will stay on the foundation. Nice. Whatever, looks good. I think. Oh, right, no power. There we go, that's the number I was hoping to see. Okay, that actually was long enough. Let's put a reminder there that needs to... Oh, that's a power pole. A reminder that power pole needs to be connected, otherwise I'm gonna totally forget about it. Let's see, did I build this left or right? I built it on the left. Should not be any sort of difference. Yeah, that's basically nothing. That's iron ore. Or, well, not for everything. I need to do the connections here. And I think I can build a couple more refineries. I just realized if I am getting a full belt in, I'm actually getting almost 2 belts out. I will need to split these two outputs in half. That was it. That was it. Fortunately. Okay, so I am really annoyed by this. Pause in this build once I finish setting up the pipes and the water. I did say I'm building 34. You know what? Let's build the ratio. There's no point in not building the ratio here. Well, actually, if I could get a few extra things that I'll need for building, crafting the dragons, I think I'm gonna take that, but let's do that one more time. $34, and I'll need to boost. I'll need to boost the factory to get that 1.45 extra per factory. So 145, that's 14.5 114.5 on the final refineries. That should be a full belt, and I'll adjust the SAM to match that number. That's still under two belts, which is good. I'll have 17 is the midpoint. Did I build 17? I don't think I've built 17 yet. So pretty sure I can build all of this. Okay, let's actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4 connected. Well, as it turns out, I've built exactly 17. I just hope I'll remember that when I turn back. Let's do water supply. I've kept this one free. I'll do one here. Actually, no, one here, one here. Water consumption again. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to check water consumption. It's 600 and something. 680, that's definitely 2 pipes worth of water. I can do that because this is 17 on the dot. That's probably a good marker to remind myself that I've actually placed all of them. Yeah, unfortunately it looks like I'll have to cut today's stream short, way shorter than I was anticipating. We will pick this up in the next stream. Next one I'll try to make a bit longer and actually get all the builds in. Not sure exactly when the next stream is gonna be. Unfortunately, I'm on call at work this week and potentially not only this week. So when unforeseen circumstances happen, aka production incidents, I do have to be somewhat responsive. Keyword operational word is somewhat. But yeah, it's still something I cannot just ignore. So probably today's stream I'll finish here. I can probably spend another 10-15 minutes making sure that this is at least somewhat working. On that one, I'm actually not gonna split here. Let's see, last bit I want to do, I did have a couple of lakes. Yeah, this is not gonna be deep enough, unfortunately. Let's search a couple more. Can I get deep enough water over here? Yeah, it's gonna be a bit more pipe, but I'm not gonna have head lift issues. So, and there's so much water here, abundantly available. I think it makes perfect sense to build this one over here. Really? I cannot nudge? Okay, so this is what I want to do. That's center line, and I don't think I need that many. Okay, that's a Mark II. I didn't want to place Mark IIs, I wanted Mark III balls. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. Paint everything. Because why not? I do like the carbon steel. I really do like the carbon steel look and feel. Yeah, hitting the middle point here is a bit of a tricky bit, but this actually works perfectly. Works out perfectly. I can use this one to actually hit the middle point here as well. Not the most accurate, but it will do. Now, next thing to sort out is the actually do a nice sure, I'll take this. Can I get 2 pipes through here? Yeah, I think I can. But it's probably easier to do it like this. That's one pipe, and this would be the second pipe. Yeah, that's off. So something's not... something's not right here. Okay, that's weird. Fairly sure that that's exactly what I was doing earlier, but I don't know. Maybe I was doing something different. That's fairly straight to me. Somewhere I knew it wouldn't look right because I have both pipes centered. This should literally be the only pipe I'm gonna need, pump I'm gonna need on the whole circuit. And the only reason why I'm using this pipe even is to make sure that there's no problem lifting all the way to the top. Which I don't think it's over 10 meters, but nevertheless, let's do it like this. Obviously, the one I need to drag is actually this one first. Because that's the shorter one. actually take my time, take them as I go, and move on. It shouldn't matter which one I track now. They should both be same length. Okay, that I cannot I need to place the support first, otherwise it won't actually. Oh, okay, if I hold down control it will actually plot down. It's only in, I guess, free mode or whatever this is, where it doesn't. Here it actually tries to snap to something, but if I do it like this with control, hold down, just fine. Learned a new thing today, quite happy about that. So over here we need to start looking at how I'm gonna do this band. Okay, so this is, I think, one is here and the other one is here. This one. Pure luck, but I actually got it right from the first try. Or I guess that's what some would call experience. But yeah, let's be realistic. Pure luck. So one here, definitely not there. Let's make sure I drag the first one from the first try. And now it should be just a straight line pipe. Well, there's still a turn left, actually. Am I getting... Yes. I should have checked this way earlier. Totally forgot about it. I am getting water through the pipes. Very weird that this pipe doesn't have I don't know, inspection valve, however we want to call it. This one, not on this one either. Okay, it does work as expected though, which is the main point. That's the inner belt. The inner belt needs to... Let's actually put the So I kind of don't want to do it through there. That means I'll have to... So the inner belt goes here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I won't keep that one, but hopefully this is long enough. Secondary belt through here. On this one I can actually... Can I do this? Yes. It actually needs to be here. Okay. Before I do that, let me check that that's correct. That's not correct either. That's a bit crooked. That's not great. I would expect the anchor point for this one to be here. Have a nice straight belt. And this one needs to actually be here, not there. That was probably just a misplacement. That connects nicely now, and this one... this one does not. Because this needs to be somewhere like here, maybe? Nope. Yeah, this looks better now. That actually looks like a straight pipe. And this should see this one. Oh, it's already working for a while. I might have enough resources to build the whole array now. So for the interest of continuity, I will stay here and finish this array first. Again, over here, I have 2 rows of 17 because I need to split the outputs, so 14.5 boost over here. And this will be the first array, first belt. There's gonna be another one all the way to the end there, and on top we'll have the secondary build. But I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. I need unfortunately to get back to work. I'll try to do another stream soon, finish this build, finish this one. This should be a fairly straightforward one, except for the massive amount of... What do I need for that blueprint? I remember needing something that I don't have many of. Oh yes, 50 RCUs, cooling systems, and some thingies. I don't have some thingies, I need to automate some thingies. So, there's a few steps here. There's a few steps, but we'll get there. That being said though, thank you all very much for watching and hope to see you here soon. Have a good one.